Welcome to Cinematic Odyssey. Today, we're talking about something a little bold, 20 male nude scenes in film and TV that completely took audiences by surprise. These moments were unexpected, powerful, and definitely unforgettable. If you're curious to see what made these scenes stand out, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting content. Let's dive in. Heath Ledger, Brokeback Mountain. Heath Ledger's performance in Brokeback Mountain, 2005, is truly unforgettable. Capturing the quiet struggle of Ennis Del Mar, a cowboy dealing with a love that society deems forbidden. Directed by Ang Lee, the film explores the emotional depth of Ennis's relationship with Jack Twist, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, in the rugged American West. One of the most intimate moments in the film involves Ennis exposing himself during a tender scene with Jack. While this full frontal shot was edited out of the US release, it can still be seen in some international versions of the film. In this moment, Ennis is at his most vulnerable, both emotionally and physically, as he shares a quiet, private moment with Jack. Ledger's decision to embrace this moment adds another layer to his character, showing the raw, painful truth of his feelings. It's a brief but powerful scene that highlights the depth of their love and the inner turmoil Ennis faces in a world that forces him to hide who he really is. Mark Wahlberg, Boogie Nights. Mark Wahlberg's performance in Boogie Nights, 1997, is unforgettable. And the full frontal moment is one of the most talked about scenes of his career. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, the film tells the story of Eddie Adams, a young man who transforms into adult film star Dirk Diggler, navigating the highs and lows of fame in the industry. In the film's climactic scene, Dirk stands naked in front of a mirror, proudly revealing his prosthetic genitalia. Wahlberg has openly admitted that he used a fake piece because, as he joked, his real anatomy wasn't big enough for the role. This detail only added to the scene's lasting impression, perfectly capturing both the glamour and absurdity of Dirk's world. The moment isn't just about shock. It's a glimpse into Dirk's fragile ego and the way his identity is tied to his physicality. Wahlberg's willingness to embrace such a vulnerable, over-the-top moment made Boogie Nights a standout film, offering a sharp commentary on the allure and pitfalls of fame in the entertainment industry. Bradley Cooper, Nightmare Alley. Bradley Cooper turned heads with a full frontal scene in Nightmare Alley, 2021. A dark psychological thriller directed by Guillermo del Toro. In the film, Cooper plays Stanton Carlyle, a drifter who rises to fame as a carnival mentalist, only to spiral into self-destruction. The nudity occurs during a bath scene, where Stanton is alone, vulnerable, and exposed both physically and emotionally. The full frontal moment is brief but significant, symbolizing his stripped-down state as a man grappling with desperation and the weight of his choices. Cooper revealed in interviews that he was naked on set for 6 hours while filming the scene. He admitted to feeling hesitant at first, but ultimately recognized its importance for the story's authenticity and his character's development. This raw vulnerability added a layer of realism, making Nightmare Alley a haunting exploration of ambition, fragility, and the cost of deception. Tom Hardy, Bronson. Tom Hardy delivered a powerhouse performance in Bronson, 2008. A biographical drama directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. The film tells the story of Michael Peterson, better known as Charles Bronson, one of Britain's most infamous prisoners. Hardy fully transformed into the chaotic and unpredictable Bronson, embodying his raw physicality and unhinged personality. One of the film's most striking scenes features Hardy completely nude during a violent altercation with prison guards. Covered in grease, Bronson strips down and takes on the guards in a visceral display of defiance. The nudity in this scene isn't gratuitous but underscores the character's primal nature and his obsession with control and dominance. Hardy's fearless commitment to the role, including these unflinching moments of vulnerability, helped solidify his reputation as one of the most daring actors of his generation. Bronson remains a gripping and intense exploration of the fine line between artistry and madness. Oscar Isaac, Scenes from a Marriage. Oscar Isaac captivated audiences in Scenes from a Marriage, 2021. A reimagining of the classic Ingmar Bergman series. In this intimate drama, Isaac plays Jonathan, a man navigating the complexities of love, betrayal, and emotional vulnerability in his crumbling marriage to Mira, played by Jessica Chastain. One of the most talked about moments occurs early in the series when Jonathan is briefly shown fully nude during a raw and unguarded scene. The nudity, though fleeting, adds to the authenticity of the narrative, highlighting the vulnerability and honesty that defines the series. Isaac's fearless performance, paired with his on-screen chemistry with Chastain, drew widespread praise for its emotional depth. The scene exemplifies the series' commitment to exploring the complexities of relationships in an unflinching and deeply human way. Barry Keoghan, Saltburn. Barry Keoghan turned heads with his fearless performance in Saltburn, 2023. A dark comedy thriller directed by Emerald Fennell. Keoghan plays Oliver Quick, a scholarship student who gets drawn into the opulent and twisted world of Felix Catton. Portrayed by Jacob Elordi. One of the film's most talked about moments features Oliver in a fully nude dance sequence to Sophie Ellis-Bextor's Murder on the Dance Floor. The scene isn't just bold, it's an intimate look at Oliver's growing confidence and his complicated relationship with the world he's trying to fit into. Keoghan later confirmed that no prosthetics were involved, saying, "It was all me." He admitted to being a little nervous at first but embraced the vulnerability of the scene, recognizing its importance to Oliver's journey. The daring sequence showcases Keoghan's commitment to the role and adds to the film's exploration of obsession, class, and identity. It's a standout moment that reinforces why Keoghan is one of the most compelling actors of his generation. Viggo Mortensen, Eastern Promises. Viggo Mortensen delivered an unforgettable performance in Eastern Promises, 2007. A gritty crime drama directed by David Cronenberg. Mortensen plays Nikolai Luzhin, a mysterious and ruthless driver for the Russian mob, whose true intentions remain hidden beneath layers of secrecy and loyalty. The film's most talked about scene is a brutal fight sequence in a steam bath where Mortensen's character is ambushed by two assassins. Completely naked, Nikolai battles for his life in a sequence that's as raw and unflinching as it is intense. The full frontal nudity is integral to the scene, emphasizing Nikolai's vulnerability and stripping away any sense of invincibility while highlighting his resilience and survival instincts. Mortensen has spoken about the challenges of filming the scene, acknowledging the physical and emotional demands of performing such an exposed and violent sequence. The fight required meticulous choreography and multiple takes, but Mortensen's dedication paid off, resulting in one of the most visceral and memorable moments in modern cinema. This scene not only cemented Mortensen's reputation as a fearless actor, but also underscored Eastern Promises as a masterpiece of tension, violence, and storytelling. James McAvoy, The Last King of Scotland. James McAvoy delivered a breakout performance in The Last King of Scotland, 2006. Portraying Nicholas Garrigan, a naive and ambitious Scottish doctor who becomes dangerously entangled in the inner circle of Ugandan dictator Idi Amin. Played by Forrest Whitaker. One of the film's most notable moments is when Nicholas shares an intimate encounter with Kay Amin, played by Kerry Washington, one of Amin's wives. This sensual scene not only reflects Nicholas's impulsive nature, but also highlights his inability to foresee the dire consequences of his actions. While the scene is deeply personal and emotionally charged, McAvoy does not appear fully nude. Instead, the focus is on the emotional stakes and the tension of the forbidden relationship, which adds another layer to Nicholas's moral unraveling. McAvoy's performance captures the charm, recklessness, and ultimate moral downfall of his character, making his descent into Amin's treacherous world all the more impactful. This scene, like the film as a whole, explores themes of power, betrayal, and moral compromise, cementing The Last King of Scotland as a gripping and thought-provoking cinematic achievement. Colin Farrell, A Home at the End of the World. Colin Farrell showcased a tender and deeply emotional side in A Home at the End of the World, 2004. Playing Bobby Morrow, a gentle and free-spirited man caught in a web of love and friendship. The scene in question involved Bobby standing fully nude outside. In a moment of quiet vulnerability, the nudity was meant to underscore Bobby's uninhibited nature and his openness to life and love. Reflecting the film's themes of emotional honesty and raw human connection, this brief full-frontal moment was shot with an emphasis on naturalism rather than provocation, capturing Bobby's authentic and unguarded spirit. However, the scene was ultimately cut from the theatrical release, reportedly due to concerns that the nudity would distract viewers from the poignant emotional narrative. Despite this, Farrell's performance as Bobby remains a highlight, celebrated for its warmth and heartfelt sincerity. The film continues to resonate as a powerful exploration of unconventional relationships and the complexities of love. Daniel Kaluuya, Queen and Slim. Daniel Kaluuya delivers an emotionally charged performance as Slim in Queen and Slim, 2019. A film about a couple on the run after a deadly encounter with a police officer. In one of the most intimate moments of the film, Slim and Queen, played by Jodie Turner-Smith, share a passionate love scene in the back seat of a car. The scene emphasizes the emotional and physical connection between the characters, showcasing their vulnerability and love amidst the chaos of their circumstances. Kaluuya's portrayal of Slim captures both the intensity and tenderness of a man finding solace in love while navigating the complexities of survival and resistance. This poignant moment deepens their relationship and enhances the film's exploration of love, justice, and humanity. Paul Mescal, Normal People. Paul Mescal's performance as Connell in Normal People, 2020, brought authenticity and emotional depth to this coming-of-age story based on Sally Rooney's acclaimed novel. This series, celebrated for its raw and intimate portrayal of young love, includes several tender and vulnerable moments, including scenes of nudity. In one poignant scene, Connell and Marianne, played by Daisy Edgar Jones, share a deeply intimate moment, emphasizing their emotional and physical connection. The nudity, when present, is handled thoughtfully to reflect the vulnerability and honesty of the characters' experiences. Mescal's ability to convey raw vulnerability added to the authenticity of Normal People, earning him critical acclaim and resonating with audiences who appreciated the series' honest depiction of love, intimacy, and self-discovery. Nicholas Hoult, The Great. Nicholas Hoult's portrayal of Emperor Peter III in The Great is a masterclass in balancing outrageous humor with moments of raw vulnerability. The satirical period drama is known for its bold and unapologetic approach to storytelling, which includes several risque scenes featuring Hoult. In one memorable moment, Hoult's Peter appears completely naked, walking through the palace with characteristic arrogance. The scene is both comedic and shocking, fitting perfectly with the character's over-the-top personality and the show's irreverent tone. Rather than feeling gratuitous, the nudity underscores Peter's brazen, self-absorbed nature, offering viewers a glimpse into the absurd world he inhabits. Hoult's ability to bring charm and levity to even the most outrageous scenes is part of what makes his performance in The Great so captivating. His willingness to push boundaries adds to the show's biting wit and unapologetic energy. Matt Bomer, The Boys in the Band. Matt Bomer delivers a heartfelt performance in The Boys in the Band, 2020. A Netflix adaptation of the groundbreaking stage play about a group of gay friends navigating personal truths during a tense birthday gathering. The film features a memorable scene where Bomer's character, Donald, is shown briefly nude while stepping out of a shower. This moment, though fleeting, is intimate and symbolic of Donald's vulnerability and introspection. It adds a layer of realism to the character's portrayal, reflecting the deeply personal and emotional themes of the story. Bomer's commitment to authenticity shines throughout the film, with his nuanced performance capturing the inner struggles and quiet strength of a man reflecting on his life. It's a powerful addition to a movie that delves into identity, friendship, and the courage to be oneself. Elias Kakarvas, Euphoria. Elias Kakarvas made a striking impression in Euphoria, 2022, portraying a younger version of Cal Jacobs in a series of flashbacks that explore the character's troubled past. Known for its bold storytelling and unflinching depictions of raw, emotional moments, Euphoria does not shy away from pushing boundaries. including scenes of nudity. In one pivotal flashback, Kakavas's character is shown in an intimate and vulnerable state during a romantic moment. While the scene captures a deeply personal and emotional turning point in Cal's story, it is handled with the characteristic intensity and artistry that defines the series. Kakavas's performance adds depth to Cal's character, revealing the internal struggles and societal pressures that shaped his adult life. His commitment to portraying such raw and intimate moments with honesty highlights the emotional complexity of Euphoria and its unfiltered exploration of identity and desire. Michel Morone 365 Days. Michel Morone gained international attention for his role as Massimo Torricelli in 365 Days, 2020. A film that blends romance, drama, and controversy. The movie, known for its bold and explicit content, includes several scenes featuring Morone in full frontal nudity, particularly during intimate moments with the lead character, Laura, Anna Maria Sieklucker. One of the most talked about scenes is a passionate and vulnerable moment between Massimo and Laura, where Morone's character is shown completely naked. The scene is graphic, but it also highlights the complex, intense relationship between the two characters, emphasizing power dynamics, desire, and control. Morone's willingness to fully commit to the role and participate in these raw, explicit moments drew both praise and criticism, but it undeniably cemented his status as a major figure in the world of erotic drama. His performance in 365 Days helped the film garner a massive following, and it sparked conversations about the portrayal of intimacy and consent in cinema. Justin Chatwin, Shameless. Justin Chatwin's role as Steve, Jimmy in Shameless, 2011-2012, includes several bold and unforgettable moments, particularly in the earlier seasons. The Showtime series, known for its unapologetic approach to sexuality, relationships, and family drama, features Chatwin in a full frontal scene that is both unexpected and impactful. In this scene, Chatwin's character is shown in a raw, vulnerable moment, adding emotional depth to his relationship with Fiona, played by Emmy Rossum. The nudity is not gratuitous but instead enhances the tension and intimacy of the scene, emphasizing Steve's personal struggles and his complex relationship with the Gallaghers. Chatwin's portrayal of Steve, Jimmy is compelling and layered, capturing the character's charm and vulnerability. His willingness to embrace these raw moments is a testament to his commitment to the role and the series' commitment to telling unflinchingly honest, often shocking stories about the human condition. Jonathan Sadowski, Sex, Life. Jonathan Sadowski gained attention for his role in Sex, Life, 2021, a Netflix series that explores themes of passion, desire, and the complexities of modern relationships. The show, known for its steamy moments, includes several intimate scenes, particularly involving Sadowski's character, Cooper. In one specific scene, Cooper is shown in a vulnerable and emotionally charged moment during a conversation with his wife, played by Sarah Shahi, Billy. The scene delves into the emotional complexities of their relationship, showcasing Cooper's vulnerability and internal struggles regarding his marriage and desires. While the series features several intimate scenes, Sadowski's portrayal of Cooper is marked by his willingness to embrace raw, honest moments that reflect the deeper emotional themes of the show. Sadowski's performance speaks to the series' approach to exploring sexuality and relationships in a candid and provocative manner, focusing on the emotional undercurrents behind the physical moments. Bruce Willis, Color of Night. Bruce Willis shocked audiences with a daring and unforgettable full-frontal scene in Color of Night, 1994, a psychological thriller directed by Richard Rush. In this film, Willis plays Dr. Bill Capper, a troubled psychologist who becomes entangled in a complex and dangerous mystery involving his patients and a series of murders. The full frontal moment occurs during an intense and intimate scene where Dr. Capper is in a vulnerable state. While the nudity is explicit, it serves to highlight the character's emotional fragility, shedding light on the psychological depth of his persona. The scene is critical to the narrative, as it underscores Dr. Capper's personal struggles and the blurred lines between his professional life and the darkness he faces. Willis's willingness to appear in such a raw and revealing scene added a layer of authenticity to his performance, making it a notable and daring moment in the actor's career. Though the film itself received mixed reviews, the scene remains a bold and memorable part of his filmography. Tom Mercier, We Are Who We Are. Tom Mercier's role in We Are Who We Are, 2020, directed by Luca Guadagnino, features a number of intimate and vulnerable moments, including a notable scene with full frontal nudity. In this HBO series, Mercier plays a young Israeli soldier named Greg, who navigates the complexities of adolescence, identity, and his emerging sexuality while stationed at a U.S. military base in Italy. One of the most striking scenes shows Greg in an emotionally charged moment, where his full frontal nudity becomes an integral part of the narrative, highlighting the character's rawness and vulnerability. The scene is not gratuitous, but instead serves to deepen the exploration of Greg's internal struggles and the disconnection he feels as he grapples with his identity and relationships. Mercier's unflinching portrayal of this character and his willingness to take on such intimate scenes speaks to the series' candid approach to depicting youth, desire, and self-discovery in a way that feels both bold and authentic. His performance adds significant emotional depth to the show, making We Are Who We Are a powerful and provocative exploration of adolescence. Andy Samberg, Palm Springs. Andy Samberg's role in Palm Springs, 2020, is both hilarious and thought-provoking, but it also features an unexpected moment of full frontal nudity. In this time-loop romantic comedy, Samberg plays Niles, a man who finds himself trapped in a repetitive day at a wedding in Palm Springs, where he forms an unlikely connection with Sarah, Christine Milioti, a wedding guest who is also caught in the time loop. The full frontal scene occurs during a playful moment when Niles, after countless loops of the same day, decides to break free of societal norms and his own inhibitions. His nudity in this scene is humorous rather than dramatic, highlighting the character's carefree attitude and growing sense of freedom as he becomes more unrestrained in his relationship with Sarah. The scene isn't gratuitous, but rather serves as a visual representation of Niles' character arc, his journey from being a man stuck in an existential rut to someone learning to embrace life and love. Samberg's willingness to go there with humor, vulnerability, and a bit of shock value added to the film's overall tone, blending comedy and a deeper emotional exploration in a refreshingly unconventional way. Dan J. Johnson, P-Valley. P-Valley, 2020, is a bold drama series that delves into the lives of dancers working at a strip club in Chucalissa, Mississippi, exploring themes of power, identity, and human desire. The series does not shy away from intimate moments, and several characters are shown in vulnerable, raw states, with nudity often playing a key role in portraying the complex dynamics of the characters' lives. While there are numerous instances of nudity in the show, including powerful scenes that emphasize vulnerability and emotional depth, Dan J. Johnson does not appear in P-Valley. Therefore, any mention of Johnson's involvement in scenes of full frontal nudity would not be accurate in this context. P-Valley stands out for its unapologetic portrayal of sexuality and body autonomy, breaking boundaries in its approach to storytelling and providing an unflinching exploration of the lives of its characters. The series has been praised for its authenticity, addressing the intersection of strength and vulnerability, particularly in the lives of the women who work at the club. Papa Esidu and Samson Ajawale, I May Destroy You. In I May Destroy You, 2020, a groundbreaking drama created by Michaela Coel, both Papa Esidu and Samson Ajawale appear in intimate scenes that explore themes of consent, trauma, and relationships in ways that are raw and unflinching. The series is known for its realistic and daring portrayal of modern sexuality, and Esidu and Ajawale's performances contribute to this boundary-pushing narrative. Esidu plays Kwame, a gay man navigating his own sexual trauma, while Ajawale plays his partner in an emotionally charged and revealing scene. In a moment of vulnerability, Esidu's character is involved in a full frontal nude scene, which serves as an important part of his journey of self-discovery and healing. The nudity is not gratuitous but rather an essential part of the emotional weight of the character's arc. The scene is a standout moment in I May Destroy You, as it emphasizes the complexity of intimacy, trust, and reclaiming agency over one's own body. Both Esidu and Ajawale commit fully to their roles, offering powerful performances that resonate deeply with the show's exploration of personal boundaries and trauma. Their willingness to expose vulnerability on screen adds to the series' reputation for confronting difficult subjects with honesty and sensitivity. Jason Segel, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Jason Segel's full frontal scene in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, 2008, is one of the most memorable moments in the film, offering both humor and vulnerability. In this romantic comedy directed by Nicholas Stoller, Segel plays Peter Bretter, a heartbroken man who goes to Hawaii to get over his ex-girlfriend Sarah Marshall, played by Kristen Bell. Early in the film, Peter is seen waking up in the nude after a one-night stand, and the scene features a full frontal shot that catches the audience off guard. The moment is both comedic and disarming. Segel, known for his willingness to embrace awkward or embarrassing situations for the sake of humor, uses this nude scene to underline Peter's emotional vulnerability and self-deprecating nature. It's not meant to be titillating but rather serves to humanize the character, allowing the audience to see him as an everyman who's going through a painful, relatable experience. Segel's commitment to the scene added a layer of authenticity to the film, perfectly fitting the movie's light-hearted yet genuine approach to love, heartbreak, and personal growth. His willingness to embrace such an exposed moment set the tone for the film's humor and vulnerability, making Forgetting Sarah Marshall a standout in the romantic comedy genre. Which moment took you by surprise? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing content. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one to rebuild and continue his advocacy for a sustainable future. Mark's message serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of protecting our planet for generations to come. Belongings were all lost to the inferno. For Miles and Kelly, the devastation extended beyond material loss. Their home had been a place of safety, love, and shared laughter, a physical embodiment of their family's story. As the ashes cooled, the gravity of their loss became evident. Every room once filled with vibrant memories was now silent, reduced to unrecognizable debris. Though the fire didn't halt Miles' flourishing career, the emotional scars it left behind were profound. As a black celebrity in America, his journey towards success had already been one of perseverance and resilience. The loss of his home underscored the fragility of even the most hard-earned accomplishments. It was a reminder that no level of achievement could shield anyone, regardless of status or wealth, from the unforgiving forces of nature. The tragedy of Miles Teller and Kelly Sperry's loss also highlights the resilience and strength often demanded of black individuals in America, facing systemic challenges and navigating a world where equity is still far from realized. Black celebrities like Miles Teller often bear a unique weight in their public and private lives. The destruction of their home serves as a stark reminder of the struggles that persist even in moments of personal triumph. Yet, through heartbreak, their story is also a testament to hope. It exemplifies the unwavering spirit of those who, despite unimaginable loss, find the courage to rebuild. Miles and Kelly's resilience resonates as a symbol of determination, not just for themselves but for all families seeking to rise from the ashes of tragedy. As America grapples with the frequency of climate-related disasters, the importance of community support becomes increasingly evident. The loss faced by the Teller Sperry family should inspire empathy and action. It's a reminder of the shared humanity that binds us and the need to support one another in times of crisis, particularly within the black community, which has historically faced greater adversity. Miles Teller and Kelly Sperry's story is not just one of devastation but also of hope and resilience. Their journey forward will undoubtedly inspire others, proving that even in the face of unimaginable loss, the human spirit remains unbreakable. Anna Faris, rising from the ashes of devastation. The story of Anna Faris, a beloved actress and cherished icon of the entertainment world, took a heartbreaking turn when a merciless wildfire reduced her $15 million Pacific Palisades mansion to ashes. Known for her roles in films like Scary Movie and The House Bunny, Farris's success as a comedic powerhouse has captivated audiences globally. Yet, even her luminous career could not shield her from the devastating realities of California's wildfires, a disaster that disproportionately affects black celebrities and communities of color in America. Anna Faris's Pacific Palisades home wasn't just a structure, it was a sanctuary that held years of priceless memories and treasured family moments. Built with care and thought, the mansion represented her hard-earned success in Hollywood and was a beacon of stability for her family. As the wildfires swept through the area with unrelenting fury, the elegant residence, along with cherished heirlooms and personal belongings, was consumed entirely. The destruction was absolute, leaving her family with nothing but the clothes on their backs and the haunting memory of what once was. For Faris, the emotional toll of this loss ran deep. Her home was not merely a reflection of her success, it was a space where her family could feel safe, loved, and grounded. The wildfire's devastation struck not only her material possessions but also the emotional foundation of her life. In the aftermath of the tragedy, Faris and her family were forced to relocate to a modest apartment in downtown Los Angeles. The sharp contrast between their former life of comfort and their new reality underscored the depth of the loss they had suffered. The detailed accounts of these and other black and white celebrities, including Jason Statham, Ricky Lake, and Paris Hilton, underscore the devastating impact of the wildfires. Each story reveals emotional pain, the destruction of cherished possessions, and the realization that material wealth cannot shield against nature's fury. The victim's resolve to rebuild offers a powerful message of hope amid loss.